Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Now before I even start this video, let me just tell you that it is super hot right now. I don't know if you can tell, but I am sweating like a damn pig, and that's also the reason why my hair is up in a bun, not a bun, sorry, in a ponytail, because I just can't have my hair open in this video, even though I like to have my hair open on camera in my videos. But today I just do not have the guts or the patience to do that, so that is what we're going to be working with today. But like you can tell, today's video is going to be like my current favorites and flops. This year in 2021 I decided to do my monthly favorites like every 2 months, because I feel like I've just been loving and enjoying products, and like I'm not constantly switching up things. Like I try my best to not constantly switch up things, even though I do have to, because I want to try a bunch of new stuff and review for you guys. But yeah, I'm trying to not experiment too much and really play around with whatever I'm using, so I don't tend to switch out for new products very often, and that's the reason why monthly favorites every month doesn't really make sense. So I've decided that for 2021 at least I will be doing these videos every 2 months. So it's time to do the second one for this year. And yeah, I think I pretty much have like 50% products that I don't like, and then 50% products I really like. So yeah, unfortunately there are quite a few things that I do not like this month. But let's start on a good note, and I have two moisturizers which I am really enjoying. Actually I have three in this video, but let's talk about the first two, because these I've spoken a couple of times. These are the Earth Rhythm moisturizers. I do have the other two as well, the Phyto Ceramide and Phyto Repair. I think those are more of the newer ones. No, Phyto Ceramide isn't new, but it's new to me, so I recently got it and I've still been testing it out. So those two I'll talk about in a future video. But these two have been around for a while. This is the Phyto Clear, and I don't know if you can tell, but I have used a very good amount of this. I was using it in my morning skincare routine earlier, so I featured this a couple of times. I'm pretty sure I've also reviewed this on my Instagram, so you can go and check it out if you wish to. It's basically a basic, nice, oil-free gel moisturizer, great for oily skin. Normal combination can also use it if they want to, but yeah, if you have combination skin, I will actually recommend this one. This is the Phyto Fuse. It also has niacinamide, bioretinol, whatever that means, like plant-based retinol, not bioretinol, but I don't really know what exactly a plant-based retinol is. But it also has vitamin E, and this one is more of a creamy texture, but it's great even if you have oily skin like I have more. Now I feel like I want to say I have normal skin, but yeah, normal combination, it's great for that too, because it's a cream texture, it's moisturizing, but it's not greasy. Love this stuff. I've spoken about both of these also. Actually, my YouTube, I've spoken about these in my best and worst of Earth Rhythm video, so you can go and check that out as well. But I've been really loving both of these. First I was using this in the morning and this at night. Currently actually I've switched up. I'm using this in the morning and this at night. You will know more as to why I've been doing that, because in the month of May I'm going to come up with my updated morning and nighttime skincare routine. So I'll explain more about why I've switched it up, why I've switched to these two in like different routines. I'll talk more about that there. But yeah, loved these two. And since we were talking about moisturizer, I thought I'll mention another moisturizer I've really been loving, and this is the Urban Botanics Neem and Basil Mattifying Oil Free Moisturizer. It's been almost a year since I've had this, so now I feel like I've tested this in like every single season, and I feel like this is a great all year round moisturizer. It does seem like more of a gimmicky brand, and you know, it's like sold on Amazon and stuff, and like Amazon skincare is not the most trustworthy, but I don't know why. I just really like this product. Again, it's like a cream texture, but it's not like one of those like moisturizing creamy texture. It gets absorbed very quickly in the skin. I've spoken about this multiple times, but since I was using this month, or actually I was using it more in the month of March, I think, instead of April. But yeah, I was loving this, so I wanted to mention this again and remind you that I am still loving this one. So yeah, that was that. Now that I spoke about so many things that I loved, let me quickly tell you about some things I did not love as much. So the Eclat Glow Tonic is one that I got a 50 ml sample of, because I bought their eye serum a while back. I think I bought it in Jan actually. So I bought that and I got the Eclat Glow Tonic free. So I started using it maybe end of Feb, beginning of March, I don't exactly remember when, but I started using it. I used up the whole sample size. Again, it was 50 ml sample, so it was like a good enough size, and I just did not notice any kind of results. It had a bunch of amazing ingredients like some AHAs, so I was expecting a little bit of exfoliating action and stuff, but honestly, I noticed nothing. I noticed absolutely nothing. So yeah, if you are looking at buying the actual full size, which is like 200 ml, I think, personally I would say save your money, don't really buy it, because I noticed nothing. Like with a 50 ml size, I would expect to see like good enough results. If it was like a very tiny sample, I wouldn't really expect to see much results. But 50 ml is like a good enough size. I used it maybe for like 2 weeks or so. It lasted me a long, like a good enough time as well. And I noticed nothing. So yeah, I would personally say save your money, because Eclat is not really the most inexpensive brand either. So I'm just like, I just don't think it's worth it. So yeah, that was that. Moving on, next, another product. I have been using liquid eyeliners for a couple of months now. The first one that I discovered was the Faceless Magnetize, which I do really like. I'm actually currently wearing the Colorbar one, which I'm also a very big fan of. It's the Colorbar All Matte Eyeliner, I think. I feel like I should have mentioned that in this video, because it's definitely a favorite. And I don't really have any other makeup products, but I do have this makeup product, this one in particular, which is the K-Beauty eyeliner, which was a total fail for me. I feel like I have seen other people really like it, and I actually decluttered mine and I gave it to my best friend, because she, to me, like in my life, she's like the OG eyeliner queen. So I gave it to her, and she actually has dry skin, so I'm assuming, and I think when I was having this conversation with her, she said the same thing too, that because I have like oily skin and oily eyelids and stuff like that, so maybe that's the reason this happened to me. But when I used it, it basically smudges within like, I would say, half an hour to an hour. So then whenever it happens, I like clean it up, but then it smudges again. Again I clean it up, it smudges again. And then after a couple of hours, like if I don't regularly, like, you know, clean off the smudging and everything, I basically look like a raccoon. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that, because I specifically remember this one day that I was out in the, like, it was during the afternoon and stuff, so it was definitely sunny, definitely very oily, sweaty, because it was just not a couple of weeks ago, but like maybe sometime in March, like before like the strict restrictions came in. So yeah, I was out, and I spent maybe like 4 or 5 hours, and maybe like after an hour or two, I was just fed up with how much the eyeliner was smudging and was coming off, and it was just a big mess. So I feel like it was not suitable for my eyes. That was the day where I decided, okay, now I'm done with this product. But even apart from that, it's happened a couple of times where I think I was also out on an event back in Feb or something, where I'm also pretty sure I took this product, and there also it just did not work for me. And yeah, overall in general, I feel like every single time I use this product, I have to be really careful, and I have to always keep looking and checking, has it smudged? And it's always smudged, so I have to always wipe it off, and it's just a big mess. I would highly recommend the Faces liquid eyeliner, the Magnetize liquid eyeliner. It's very inexpensive as well, definitely lesser than the K-Beauty one. And I think the K-Beauty one is the most expensive out of all the ones that I've tried. I don't remember the price difference between K-Beauty and Colorbar, but yeah, I would say go for Colorbar or go for Faces. K-Beauty, I can't do it. Personally, I cannot do it, and I wouldn't recommend I wouldn't even recommend it to my enemy. That is how bad it was. So not happening. Moving on next to another product, and this is more of like a symbolic, like I'm holding this as a to symbolize a different product. So the St. Ives body lotion in the avocado and I think vitamin E variant, I want to say. It's got like a yellow packaging to it. I am not very sure what the name is. This one is the coconut and orchid one, but I started using, I'm pretty sure, again end of Feb or beginning of March, I started using the vitamin E yellow St. Ives body lotion, and I loved it so much. I'm pretty sure I used it up within a month, and this is a giant size. Okay, this is like 621 ml, so it's a giant size, but I used it morning and night. I loved it so much, and I think I used it up within like a month or like 5 weeks ish or so. But yeah, I love that one so much, and I have been stalking Nykaa for like a week, maybe 10 days, and that body lotion is always out of stock. So I'm like waiting. I've also signed up, like given my email and stuff, and I'm like, notify me when it comes back in stock. and stuff. But yeah, right now I'm using this coconut and orchid version. I recently started using it like a week ago or so. Again, love this one as well. Yeah, I think it just depends on scent. That particular one does have a great scent, but I feel like it's very, very lightweight. Like the shea butter and oatmeal version that they also have, that I've used back in the winter, like winter 2020 and 2021, like the winter that was like 6 months ago. That is the one where I used the shea and oatmeal one. I feel like that is more like, that particular variant is more like I would reserve this for the winter and not really use it much in the summer, mainly because of a scent, because I feel like it's too sweet to use right now, but the formulation is also a little bit more hydrating, so I wouldn't use that right now. Even though I have a bottle, I'm just gonna save it and like keep it for winter. But this particular one I'm using right now, and I feel like it's a little bit more like the formulation is in between the yellow one and the oatmeal one. I feel like it's not as lightweight as the yellow vitamin E one, but then it's also not as hydrating as the shea and oatmeal, so I can still use it. I'll just make sure I don't use too much product, otherwise it will become too much. And I also really like the scent. It's very mild and pleasant. So if you are someone who doesn't want like a super strong fragrant body lotion, then I think this one is definitely also a great one to go for. So yeah, that was that. Moving on, next, do we have anything more to talk about? No, I guess that's pretty much it. Those were all the products. I'm so surprised that we're just 11 minutes in and I spoke about every single thing, so pat on the back for me. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I feel like there were a bunch of other products that I also was using and loving, but then for some reason I just didn't want to mention like too many things. And there will be a lot of like review videos and like a lot of stuff that's coming up in the months to come, because I'm just so excited for all the content that I'm going to be creating this year. So yeah, the other products I've been using, you will definitely see in future videos, even though I've not mentioned it in this particular video, because I just wanted to mention like the top tier ones in this video. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Subscribe, please subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell, because that will get notified. Follow me on my Instagram. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Until next time, bye.